Today we're going to learn about bounce breathing. Now, bounce breathing is a breathing technique for the didgeridoo, and if you already know how to circular breathe, excellent, you are ready to go. But if you don't, make sure and check out this video where I talk about how to circular breathe and also how to play the didgeridoo, and that will help prepare you for this video. What it allows you to do is play more complicated rhythms with the didgeridoo and play faster. It's better to understand what bounce breathing is to understand what it is not, and it is not to use your cheeks to circular breathe. So this is, traditional circular breathing with you using your cheeks. What I'm doing here is I'm pushing out the air from my cheeks. So I store up air first, and then I push out air slowly, and at the same time I breathe in through my nose. Bounce breathing is when I use my diaphragm to push the air out and in very quickly, more like this. So how do we get there? Well, it kind of helps understand what's going on. So very pivotal to this process is your diaphragm. If you're not used to playing the didgeridoo using your diaphragm, that's a key skill to master because that's what's allowing this process to happen. So if you play, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you're playing a drone and then you just make accents on 2 and 4, it can help give you an idea of what sensation we're going for. So I'm going to play a drone, and then on 2 and 4 I'll make accents using my diaphragm. If you're not sure how to do that, just imagine you're going ha, 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 ha. All right, I'll demonstrate. And if you try and practice other rhythms and playing, you'll get the hang of being able to use your diaphragm to make those sounds. Once you have that figured out, that's a really great progress. But another exercise that can help you kind of feel what's happening here, what's necessary to happen, is to breathe out as much air as you possibly can and then stop the air. Don't breathe in, and just for a couple seconds, and you can feel the tension. So I'm going to try that. If you're like me, when you start breathing in, you're like, and that's because there's so much tension. When you breathe out all the air, your body wants to let in air, and that is pivotal to learning how to bounce breathe, that sensation. I'm going to use this to kind of to demonstrate more of this concept. So this is used for sucking egg yolks out of eggs, so for baking and stuff. Heretofore it shall be named the egg yolk sucky thingy. So when I squeeze out all the air of the egg yolk sucky thingy, there's tension, and when I let go, all the shape of the egg yolk sucky thingy is restored. And it's the same thing with our diaphragm, where we push out all the air and there's tension and it wants to allow air back in so that we have air in our bodies. It's a survival mechanism. We should be grateful for it, but we can actually incorporate this mechanism in our playing. So if I use this, I can play something like I'm pushing the air out, and as I'm releasing, the air is coming back in. So we can actually now apply the didgeridoo. So within like half a second, I'm able to breathe out and breathe in. It feels almost simultaneous. And that allows for much more complicated rhythms, awesome rhythms that you can play very quickly. To get a better hang of this, we can actually try using this with our cheeks full. So I'm releasing air from my cheeks, but I'm using my diaphragm to refill my air. And once you get the hang of that, you can then apply this with your cheeks empty. So I'm going to play with my cheeks full and try this. All right, now I'm going to try it with my cheeks empty. So it turns out there's enough air in this system, even with your cheeks not full, and that is because your diaphragm is being able to pull air back into your body fast enough. So once you go to an appropriate speed, you can actually play very quickly, and your cheeks are barely full at all. There's still air in your mouth and your chest cavity and all around, but you're able to you don't have to puff out your cheeks as much. All right, so now let's get some rhythms going on. So I'm going to do a very simple rhythm, do-wah, do-wah. Pretty simple. I'm just breathing out and then I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out and then I'm breathing in. Now let's try triplet. Do wah key, do wah key, do wah key. I'm going to try another rhythm. Do wah key, ah do wah key, ah do wah key, ah do wah. I am learning so much about many different types of instruments. In fact, I'm learning a different instrument for every month for the entire year of 2020. If you're interested in learning about music and instruments, make sure and subscribe to this channel. And also, don't forget to check out this video if you haven't seen it already. Thanks for watching.